And until we get Mikel Arteta out of this club, we're continuously going to be a swinging pendulum. And until we get the owners out of this club, we're never going to get the investment needed to win a Champions League or a league title.
Amen. What's happening, guys? So I'm making this video because the toxic positives are actually doing what I didn't think that I'd see him do so soon. And that was have a meltdown over something Arsenal are choosing to do. Now, obviously, we just signed Christian Norgard from Brentford. So that's our third signing in this window, confirmed. Obviously, the Gyökeres deal, I'm seeing that there's been some too bit of a breakdown in terms of, you know, we're struggling over 5 million euros or something like that.
What the fuck, y'all?
But this Madueke is not going away. The Madueke news is not going away. And I've been saying in my live streams that, you know, we're definitely getting him. I could just see us getting him. It's gotten that bad that toxic positive fans are having an absolute meltdown.
Damn!
Like, Lee Gunner is on the positive train on purpose, of course, you know, being sarcastic, because fans like him were told for these past 5 years to trust the process. If Arteta wants the manager, and so do I, all that jazz. Told him he was being negative, and now they're turning into what they accused him of.
Emotional, damn it.
So he's on the hashtag yes to Madueke, which I think is hilarious. But I just don't have it in me to just try and be sarcastically toxic positive, because, you know, it's just... And I'm not trying to say I care more than the next fan, but it's just I'm just too pissed off. I'm just too pissed, you know, at the club just doing this. For me, it's the case of your downfall is going to be televised. I said all along, this manager, he doesn't have long left.
Nope.
Doesn't have long left. I'm calling it now. This is his last season, regardless of what he does. Because if he wins the league, yeah, I think he'll walk, because he'll be like, right, I've done what you all wanted, and I don't like how Berta is going to overrule me in the transfer windows, and now that we just won the league, he'll definitely do it, kind of thing. That's why I think he'll walk regardless of what he does. Wins the Champions League, Premier League, whatever, he'll walk. You know, if and when he doesn't win anything, you know, he has to be gone. And if what happens of what I'm predicting will happens, which is we won't be in a title race by bonfire night, then he could be gone by Christmas, because it just wouldn't be acceptable going backwards again and again. You know, I've been telling you, man, that we've been going backwards, but toxic positives didn't want to listen to fans like me and others explain how we're going backwards as a football club. So I wonder if they're actually blaming the manager for the signing of Madueke, if/when it gets done. Because I'm seeing him cry about Arsenal, like, what are Arsenal doing, you know, this, that, and the other. But, you know, they want to ignore Arteta's fetish for Chelsea players since he came to this club. Since he became the manager of this club, shall I say. You was a captain under Arsene Wenger, and this is what you're doing. And nothing but Chelsea rejects. Am I to believe that the owners are just out here just fetishizing Chelsea players? Am I to believe that at this point? Or is it that there's just something that we see in Chelsea players that I don't know if it's some sort of order that the club's giving off. I don't know. I don't know what it is about us cooking behind, and when I say cooking, I mean CUCKING. I'm on about that kind of cook, yeah? I don't know what it is about us just being behind them like that. Like, you know, but anyways, we've got Igal having an absolute meltdown.
Why? Arsenal have absolutely messed up the transfer window.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
You were doing all right. You were doing well. You were saving money to get the best players available. And now what do? Nani goddamn Madueke for 50 million?
The drop will be made tonight, 11 p.m. The amount will be $50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Plus add-ons included. This deal does not make no goddamn sense unless those add-ons are 10 million. Unless the add-ons are 10 million and they're like goal bonuses, Champions League bonuses, Premier League winning bonuses. That's the only goddamn way this makes sense. And if they think Alanga is the benchmark, they're joking. They have to be joking. Arsenal have a good relationship with Chelsea. What the hell? Listen carefully. What the hell do Chelsea have on the owners?
Fucking.
What the hell do Chelsea's owners have on the Cronkies? What the hell do Chelsea's board have on our board members? What do they have on us? Why? Why?
Damn!
Get me Eze. Get me Rodrigo. Those are the guys that are going to make a difference.
Pokeball, go!
And it's like, yeah, well, welcome back then. You know what I mean? Like, if this is what it took, then okay, that's what it took for you to realize what's going on. Now, I'm not seeing as such, unless I look some more on X. I'm not seeing the Arteta out as such from the toxic positives, but I am seeing fans basically losing patience with him. But like, I'm not seeing like Igal or Christian or whoever being Arteta out, but they are pissed. Well, at least I know we know Igal's pissed.
Why?
And signing another Chelsea reject. I mean, they bought him for like 30 million. We're trying to pay 50 for him. It didn't work out. The guy's 23. It didn't work out at Chelsea, so Chelsea are trying to get some of that money back. Oh, I swear, Arsenal is such a cook club. Imagine we signed Pepe for what, 70 million? And he was a flop, apparently. Yeah? We terminated his contract. We didn't even get nowhere near that money. And we wouldn't have done if we'd have sold him. Chelsea are out here getting good business. And you look at where Chelsea are in terms of success. They're in a Club World Cup final.
Again! Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
We can say what we want about Chelsea spending money and everything like that, but look where it gets them when they do it. Look where it's getting us and we're spending now. It's just, you look at where we're spending to. It's funny how Gyökeres is the deal that's we're struggling so hard for. I'm telling you, I don't think we're getting him. The excitement was there, but no. I'm seeing two bit of something about Berters wanting to be careful that we don't overspend. So that's the next excuse. So when we don't get what we need, because we're so quick to try and splash this money on Madueke, but apparently we're struggling for two bit of 5 million for 5 million more on the price for Gyökeres. I don't get how that makes sense. I told you guys, a striker was never a priority at this club. Otherwise, you'd sack off getting Madueke and you get the striker in just to get the striker in, and then you'd worry about that later on. But we're not doing that. I kept telling you guys, and now you've got man like Igal catching up. It's all right. It'll take him another season or two, and he'll be fully where we are now. I mean, because he's just not quite there yet. He might be fuming at it, but let Madueke score the winning goal at Old Trafford, then everything's forgotten. Let Madueke bury Man City next season or Liverpool, everything's all forgotten. And that could be the result of us winning nothing again. And everything's forgotten. You know what I mean? So I'm not getting fooled too much by these meltdowns that I'm seeing, because the season hasn't started and I know what these men are like. I know what this fan base is like. I'm telling you, anyhow Madueke does 2-2 bit of something, all he has to do is exceed Sterling. That's all he has to do. We know how horrible Sterling was. We're begging for Rodrigo and Eze. Or Eze. Yeah? But Madueke seems to be the deal that we're just trying to get done. I don't know what relationship Arsenal and Chelsea have.
That's all she care about. Can a nigga hump and pump? Can a nigga hump and pump?
They're supposed to be rivals, but
Stop the cap.
you know, we're not that much rivals, are we? You won't see Chelsea and Tottenham doing this with each other the way we are. Telling you, our rivalry with Chelsea is non-existent. From now on, I don't class Chelsea as rivals simply because this club doesn't. If the club doesn't think so, why should the fans? Chelsea are just a club from the other side, from another side of London. They're not our rivals. They can't be at this point. They can't be. First London club to win the Champions League. First English club to conquer Europe completely. Well, yeah, completely, because, you know, they've now got the Conference, Champions League, and Europa League to their name. They're in the Club World Cup final. They've won one of those before. So they've already completed Europe altogether. They've completed it. You know what I mean? They've done it all. They've literally done it all. Last time we won the league, they were at that point where they'd done it all. All they had to the name was a Super Cup. You know what I mean? Compared to now.
Crying to me.
Now look at them. Since we last won the league. Now look at them. So they're not our rivals. They're not. Because we don't think so. We don't think that they're our rivals. We're treating them like we see them the same way we see Brentford at this point. Rivals don't you know, financially support the other rivals like we've been doing Chelsea. We just don't. You know what I mean? That just doesn't happen. You will not see Tottenham financing Arsenal like this.
Nope.
And the other way around.
Oh hell no!
But for some reason, when it's Chelsea, you know, we will sign anything they don't want. We'll sign it. But when they come for any of our players, we know that it must be a good player if they're coming for one of ours, and they rarely do that now. But the meltdown is meltdowning on social media, but it won't last. You know, they'll have a little meltdown, 2-2 bit of meltdown, 2-2 bit of hashtag no to Madueke, 2-2 bit of DMs towards Madueke, you know. But if I know this fan base like I do, all he has to do is exceed Sterling. Just be a player that is actually useful in this team. 2-2 bit of assists here, the odd goal there, you know, effective GA overall, you know, running up and down the pitch, all that stuff. That's all it takes for this fan base. I'm telling you, watch. I'll give it, because this is under the guidance that we're signing Madueke and it's definitely going to happen. I'll give it October, and the toxic positives that have turned on him now will turn back and be like, oh no, he was a good signing. And that's not me saying that Madueke is going to do absolute bits. He just has to do the bare minimum. But let me know what you guys think anyway. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The link is in the description below, or the links. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
Come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
because I'm a black belt, in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.